Don't give me fire, give me double shot of time. Ooh.
Subway 400 after has been delayed here for about 3 hours or so, and we may have finally the rain has stopped. The track is actually looking pretty dry. Just the apron's a little wet, not, and drivers are being called to and told to strap into their machines. We're finally closing in on the start of tonight's Subway 400. About 3 hours later than expected. But what can you do? What can you do at times, you know? Weather here was when we started this race, it was actually going to be up to about maybe up low 90s. But now it's currently probably be mid to upper 70s with rain on the moisture that we got. And the forecast, no more rain showers in the sky. A heavy system passed through the North Carolina area earlier today. But so far tonight, looks like we're going to be clean for some action in the Subway 400 tonight. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Row 1 finds the M&M's Toyota and the Outback Steakhouse Chevrolet. Row 2 finds the Tax Slayer Chevrolet and the Pennzoil Ford. Row 3 finds the Lowe's Chevrolet and the Motorcraft Ford. Row number 4 finds the Rush Truck Center Chevrolet and the Aris Toyota. Row 5 finds the FedEx Express Toyota and the Furniture Row Chevrolet. Or Toyota, I'm sorry. Row 6 finds the Ortho Fire Ant Killer Ford and the Hillside Nation Chevrolet. Row 7 finds the Great Clips Chevrolet and the White Deuce Ford. Row 8 finds the Target Chevrolet and the Dollar General Toyota. Row 9 finds the Caterpillar Chevrolet and the Kelly Blue Book Chevrolet. Row 10 finds the Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet and the Nature's Bakery Chevrolet. Row 11 finds the Smithfield Foods Ford and the One Car. Row 12 finds the Fastenal Ford and the Advocare Ford. Row 13 finds the 25 car and the Menards Nibco Chevrolet. Row 14 finds the 83 car and the Hot Wheels Chevrolet. Row 15 finds the 29 car and the BB&T Chevrolet. Row 16 finds the 56 car, a Jessica Shelton, and the 9 car. Finally, starting for the rear of the field in tonight's event will be the 5-hour energy Toyota and the Napa Chevrolet. The Napa Chevrolet, FYI, is a backup after Napa Toyota. I'm sorry. The Napa Toyota of Jake Basinger was involved in a practice crash Friday with the one with Grayson Alcevdo. It was looked to me like 55 just got a little bit too much of the apron, just slid up into the one. Boom. The one was able to actually surprisingly repair his car, or despite just smashing up the left side. Basinger, however, spun and took a head-on shot in the newly installed safer barrier that they added down there, down in the backstretch, in the wake of Brendan Little's incident. Wally, what are your keys to the race tonight? Is we make one more pace lap. Now it's gonna be tires. Definitely gonna be tires. Anytime we come to the Rockingham is basically a 1-mile version of Atlanta. It eats up tires. You gotta conserve your tires. You see a lot of guys try to change their lane to one. save some irons, because I guarantee you're going to see a lot of guys try to run both run top line, the bottom line. Heck, some guys will probably even, very rarely you'll see guys in the middle tonight. The apron. This track is very characteristic to how Pikes Peak is, especially on the front stretch, with some people running it like Kansas or Vegas, dipping down the apron. Drivers here are going to have to be pretty disciplined. Very, very disciplined tonight. Because if they dip below the apron in a situation like they want to pass somebody, they're going to have to try to look for another opening that's on the racetrack because of how wet it is. Because if they hit the apron, they spin out, it's going to be a pretty bad deal. So look at the TNT Sports onboard cameras. Jacob Dube has the Kelly Blue Book on board tonight. Nate Sherman has the Lowe's Pro Services on board. Dylan Murway has the Outback Steakhouse on board. Sports Center Cup Series has the Coca-Cola on board. Brendan Little has the Ford EcoBoost on board. And finally, pole sitter Jonathan Wishart has the M&M's 75th year anniversary on board. Well, getting pretty close to 11 o'clock here on the East Coast. These fans waited out a very long, almost 3 hour and 16-minute delay. Waiting will be put to rest. Benny, how do you feel? How do you feel at the start? Oh man, it's gonna be interesting to see how these drivers can feel about being cooped up so long inside these cars. Longest rain delay in Ihop Cup Series competition. Here we go. Green flag into the air on TNT. Boy, the 88 of Apollo Moon, the TaxSlayer.com Chevrolet, really, he was able to get that car right to the bottom, and out of turn 2 is going to go right to the top spot. Right now, it's going to be a case of everyone's going to try to get a little bit of rubber in, and especially going down into 1, you're going to see a lot of guys trying to fight for the bottom. Apollo Moon in the 88, taking the early lead here tonight at the Rock. Coming out of 4, you will see lap number 1, the 18 fighting back on the outside lane. Outside lane going down into 1. Jacob Dube made 3 wide with the 20 of Zach Speed and the 42 of Derek Lewis going in through the tri-oval. Could it be maybe he might be trying a high line? He may be trying a high line, but he made a pretty ballsy move to do it. Just was creeping by on the outside. Right there. The 20, I think, was running up the track a little bit. Coming out of 3. Oh, huh. Well, interesting, rather tight way to get 3 spots as they come out of 4. No further contact. Jonathan Wishart enjoying a nice lead here early on. Here at North Carolina tonight in the Subway 400. Late night edition of NASCAR Stop Motion Racing on TNT. Hope you guys are enjoying your late Saturday night coverage and early Sunday morning too. As Dylan Murray continues to fight with Nate Sherman for second. Looks like Dylan's going to get the spot, squeeze right in. Dylan Murray actually is the defending winner of this race. When I got delayed from Saturday night all the way to Monday morning. Right here, even though some of these guys are single file, look at the 11 Sports Center Cup Series running a little close to the wall. Actually got a couple spots here. Spots right there. Maybe he's taking a similar approach to what the 24 did. Matt, I talked with Sports Center Cup Series crew chief Mike Wheeler before the race and asked him what his driver's going to run. And he said he's going to run different than anybody else. If there are going to be guys on the bottom, he's going to run like a dirt track star and on the top. In fact, Sports Center Cup Series was able to have some experience to talk with fellow dirt track driver Steve Kinzer the following week while the World of Outlaws were at Charlotte Motor Speedway on Wednesday night. Asked him, he gave him some tips from what trying to run on the outside. In fact, him and Jacob T both went there as friends. Went there Wednesday. And it seems to be paying off. As we look further back through the field, looks like the 17 may have gotten loose. Under the 10, just about put them both of them almost got in the wall. I think it may be just a case of both of them getting tight. This is coming out of 2. I think it's just it's because he was 3-packed quite a bit of air under the 17 as he was coming out of 2. That's what probably got him all loose. That's probably what got the 17 car loose. Just packed it. That's actually a pretty square hit on the 10 car. Could it be a tire rub on the 10 maybe? Bill. Blake Dillon got on the radio to the field to go to radio into his crew chief. Guys, a 17 boxes in the wall. We hit pretty hard. As you can see, his spotter is up here right now looking see how damage he's got. It's pretty extensive. Telling his driver it's pretty extensive. They're gonna have to bring it in. Blake Dillon very upset at the 17 on the radio. Wally, can you explain what it feels like to be in that situation? Well, Bill, it's just early in the race when everyone's just feeling each other out. I'm sure the 17 will probably go down and talk to him later when Blake Dillon will be pretty upset and go down and talk to 17 later. But when you think about it, when he looks at the replay, he's going to see that the 3-car packed quite a bit of air. And with this package at a track like this, where the straightaway cleans itself, the air will get a car loose. Air will get a car loose, no matter where. Unless it's a road course or a short track, air will get a car loose. Because air will get a car loose at places like this. As you see Blake Dillon peel down pit road. We'll step aside here. Here in the Subway 400 as Dylan Roy dove just about ran into the 88 into the wall to lose. 88 loses multiple spots, takes the top spot, takes second. However, he's got a lot of time to catch Jonathan before he catches Jonathan Wishart in the 18. You are watching Late Night NASCAR on TNT. Caution flag is flown for the first time tonight for the 25 of Noah Spalding. Contact with the outside wall going into turn number 3. The 10 was down on pit road getting damage repaired, so looked to me it was the 25 car just hitting the left. Came pretty close to collecting the 29 as he was getting by. Thankfully he didn't. As he came by, looked like just in this situation, 29 did get a little bit of damage. Look at this. Just 1, 2. Whoa, Jonathan Wishart squeezing between a rock and a hard place on the high side. Almost putting the 33 in the wall. Ouch. Yellow flag is out for the first time tonight after 4 laps of 5 to 16 laps and complete in this 34 lap race. The 16 laps complete with only 34 cars on the racetrack. There's probably going to be 1 car pulling behind the wall from that. Wow. How it didn't collect, it did collect the 29, but how it didn't collect any more cars because the 7 was this close to just running into him. Anyways, pit stops. Dave. Nate Sherman got on the radio, told crew chief Chad Knaus the car is getting pretty tight there, buddy. I need you to free me up. Pretty tight. I need you to free me up. So we're gonna put half a wedge on the track bar, half a wedge down, change 2 left side tires, change 4 tires, down and away. A Matt. Dylan Norway finishing his first pit stop of the night. Says he loves the way the car feels. They're gonna throw a half a pound wedge in the machine in the car. They're gonna take 4 tires, and he's down and away. Jonathan Wishford finishing his pit stop just a few moments ago. Says he loves his car. There's going to be no changes. Only left side tires for the 18. And three-way tie coming off the pit lane for the first three spots. North Carolina's pit. Whoa! Road is pretty tight, and there is trouble in the pit lane. As a 25 car playing the was repairing front end damage from the first caution. He came out, gets hit by the 56, spins him right almost into the pit wall here on the pit lane. Wow. Noah Spalding probably not very pleased with how that went down. However, we got a restart to get to. You're watching NASCAR on TNT. Here, on a restart like this is where you're going to see a lot of guys start experimenting with different lines on the racetrack. On different lines, for example, the 18 wants to see how his car feels up top, so he's going to take the top lane. But however, he is the control car. Things are this could get entertaining on this restart. Maybe you're gonna see a little bit more guys get a little more brave here. Probably trying to maybe get on the apron a little bit, especially on the front stretch. Still on pit road. Damage repaired to his car. Any damage done to his car. Like Dillon is the free pass. M&M's Cup Series getting damaged to Coco Garcia getting damage repaired to his machine. But meanwhile in the front row we got Brendan Little inside. However, the control car is the 18 of Jonathan Wishart. Here we go on a beautiful on an early Sunday morning here in Rockingham, North Carolina. Let's get ready for the restart. Boy, the 14 way down into the apron, hitting that puddle. Did he go before the line? Restart is under review. They are 3 wide going into turn 1. I don't think the 14 got going too good. Whoa! More contact. The 24 and the 20 hit. I'm telling you, this could get good. I told you. Oh, now it looks like 24 clips the 20. But everyone seems to settle down and settle out the issue. Here comes the 48 of Nate Sherman, screaming the top, going into turn 1. Outside top, still on your top, still on top, ready, still there, clear. New leader, 48, Nate Sherman, leader, North Carolina. Oh, one car, got one spinning, one sideways behind them. Around goes the 21, spinning down the racetrack. Up top, get by up top, into the wall. Oh, now we got a big time crash behind them. Derek Lewis plows into the back in the 21. The 3 is involved. Oh, as the 43 slows up, he piles in, and the caution has come out. The 17 gets turned around in the accordion. Big mess here on the front stretch. When the 7, wow, look at that, 1, 2, big crash here on the backstretch. It began. I have no idea how that happened, but boys, I just lost control. And look at that. See about 6, maybe more piled up there. There was a second group that got in the wreck. The 17 down the pit, exit the pit out is involved. The 1 up against the wall. They're gonna have to throw the red flag here because of all the debris and all the drivers piled up on the inside. Jessica Shelton is involved. They just knew they're getting really antsy on that restart, and just the 21 just came around with him. Car came around out of 2, hit the wall, bounced into the 42, hit the 3, and then the 43, 31, 56. It's like 83 with pretty heavy damage. The 6 was also involved. Well, the red has just come out. Come on, silly. Wish me luck. Wow. The big one is struck here at North Carolina. And by big one, I mean just everyone having big contact here is starting to stop on the front stretch. Oh, wow. Here's what the KFC Cup Series had to say about the incident. Wow. Holy beep. Just let us know if you're okay, bud. Just let us know. I'm fine. Don't think I didn't hit anything. Car is clean. I did not hit anything. It's good. In a situation like that, you want to keep your cool and just not freak out because you don't know if they're going to come up and hit you. '83 up against the wall right here, up and down in the back. Stretch clearance block. They're going to park the cars towards the turn 1 area. And as of right now, there are the official list of cars that have been involved in this accident. Well, there's 6 of them with 8 of them with heavy damage, 6 of them wadded down on the bottom of the track. And there's probably 3 of them wadded up into 4 in turn 2. So as of right now, there are in total 11 cars involved in the multi-car-ish incident. 17 did not take damage. The 27 did get into the 1, causing him to smack the wall. He is on pit road now. The 17 is not. 27 also on pit road. The same with the 6. As the rest of the field gets, remember we talked about as probably about 4. That's 3 major contending drivers that are inside the top 16 right now. 21 of Xavier Sandreska, the 3 of Jonathan Morrison, and the 42 of Derek Lewis, all caught up in this massive crash. I'm sure hammers are going to be flying like you wouldn't believe. As the incident happened. "28 cars are being told to go behind the wall and are on the racetrack now. There's 7 cars behind the wall, 8 if you count Peyton Beasley as he makes his trip there. There now. Hammers begin to fly. And Dave Burns is standing by with Jonathan Morrison. There's a red flag against the lift, Jonathan. Can you tell us what happened? I don't know, just the 21 hit that wall. And with the safety barrier there, it just flexed him onto the racetrack. Andy Houston was yelling at me to go high, go high. And I did. I slowed up, hit him, and then just the track just cleaned itself out in that situation. There's really nothing you can do except hold on and if a wreck happens in front of you just like that. In that situation, you just can't. What I'm saying is you can't just hold your breath and mindlessly drive in that. I mean, that was a pretty bad wreck. I'm glad everybody's okay, but really, you didn't have to pile that many cars in the accident. The 43 just drilled me in the back. And are you feeling okay? Yeah, I'm just a little sore, but really hate it for our Bass Pro guys. They work so hard to give us a good car, and we get caught in bullshit like that. It's pathetic that we get caught up in stuff like that, and it can be pretty hard to get into the chase. Get caught up in someone else's mistakes. Obviously, Jonathan Morrison very upset on the about the incident. Honestly, glad everybody is okay, but very upset about the incident. Send them back up to you, Alan. Oh, eventful night, restarting lap 7. Currently working lap 8 while the lap counter is frozen. Gives us a perfect time to announce to you our Race to the Chase schedule. Road racing out in Portland, Oregon. At Portland International Raceway, the Portland 400K or 350K. Coverage begins at 1:30 p.m. on NBC. Michigan coverage begins at 1 p.m. on TNT. Bristol coverage begins at 7 p.m. on TNT. Saturday night race, then the throwback race at Darlington. Coverage begins at 12:15 on TNT. Then the chase ending regular season ending race at California. Coverage begins at 8:15. At 8:30 p.m. on NBC. Then the chase for the championship. Majority of these races will be broadcast on the Turner family of networks. While the debris is cleaned up from the last heavy incident, we're going to get set to be cleaned up from that incident. Lap 9. Things are looking pretty interesting, I have to say. Here we go for the restart. Green flag back into the air. And what a jump by the 48 of Nate Sherman. Oh, man. That car on a rocket ship tonight. It was on a rocket ship. Zarks Moon in the 22. Haven't talked much about her tonight. Qualified up down 11th. Staying consistently in 3rd. But how about Brendan Little? Started 4th. This was the side of the same exact track. Same exact track that he broke his spine in a horrific crash last year. That's why safer barriers were added to this place because of how hard he hit. Safer barriers were added here at this track just for that reason. Is how hard his impact was. Zach Speed with issues. Marty, Zach Speed. I just heard moments ago Zach Speed getting on the radio saying we may have a flat, guys. We may have a left rear flat. Left rear is going down, and it's on bringing in quickly. He is trapped on the high side in turn 2. There's only 5 more cars to pass him. Then he is clear. They're telling him just take it easy going down the pit lane. Don't do anything crazy or stupid. See him pulling down. Yeah, it's about to come apart. And whoa, Brendan Little challenging for 2nd, diving in there, just brushed the 18, almost got him in the wall. Brendan Little aggressive tonight. How about the Jacob Tube as well? He's getting up there, wrestling some fenders. Almost drove into the back of the 14 car just to get him out of the way. Because that outside, use that outside to pass those 78, 14 to 5 earlier. On the restart, he's up in 6th. After starting 18th tonight, he is up in 6th. But Nate Sherman cut tire into the wall. Up the racetrack goes the 48 car. Tire going down. Tire just went down on us. The caution is not, but now the caution is out. Tell us what happened, boss. I don't know, dude. It looked like just cut something. Tire's cut. Tire down, right front. How bad is it? It's killed. It's killed the red front. Want him right now. He was leading too. Oh, what a tournament. What a disaster this is. Is for the 48 team, dominating in the mid to late stages of this race. As we get to 5 laps to go. Zach Speed really lucked out in that caution. He's in the free pass position. So he can get on the lead lap. Yeah, it's done. Right front's just pancaked. It's killed. So they're going down into 3. 16 was closing up. Wow. That's very unusual for a car to snap like that. That going into the corner. Nate Sherman. He's very upset. He's going to take the car to the garage. Tough break for him. However, and this means Brendan Little is going to be the leader. There are only 3 cars that elect to stay out. Trent Donovan Adam Alonso 17. Hunter Miller in the 5. Caleb Hoffman in the 19. The first driver on tires is Jacob Tube in the 24. How is this going to turn out? Oh, this could get interesting. Derek Lewis, by the way, back onto the racetrack after numerous laps off the pace, despite damage from that bone-jarring crash earlier. Here we go. Hunter Miller going to lead him down to the restart zone. Green flag back into the air. Jacob Tube shoving his teammate, 5 Hunter Miller, on this out to the lead going into turn 1. Man, everybody's hoping that there's not another restart. Hunter Miller, who didn't even take tires. I'm not sure if he's able to make it on fuel. Well, with only 4 laps to go. Oh, it was 4 to go on the restart. Wisher up to take the spot. Caleb Hoffman getting eaten up in that pack. Three to go for Hunter Miller. Last time Hunter Miller won was back at Bristol. Jacob Tube, Hunt, and Wishart side by side for the top spot. Beating on each other. And the 18 up the racetrack. Sure, he'd love to win one tonight. Now Jacob Tube just gotta get his way, hopefully, before the find his way by the 17s. They dive their way back off into 3. Even if Brendan Little doesn't win tonight, he gotta give the kid credit. He came to a place that the side of Iraq that many people thought he would never race it. Made the claim he's not gonna race it, never gonna race again. Through all odds and lots of recovery to his back recovery. Joseph Lombard being one of the best relief drivers in the business, stepped in, fill in for about four races while his back recovered. Going 3 wide to take 4th. But how about this? 2 to go. Alvin Alonso, one of the most unexpected drivers in the field for the Middle East, may end up becoming the first winner from a foreign country. Listen to that crowd. Here comes Jacob Tube. Don't count him out. White flag in the air. 1:45 a.m. on an early Sunday morning at North Carolina Speedway. Last lap. Fans treated to one of the best duels in racing. Jacob Tube, not knowing one of the best ways to go, knowing which way to go. Contact in turn 1. 17 up into the 5. Jacob Tube to the lead. 4 wide for a moment. As the field scrambles, Jacob Tube, who has not won since Talladega, bring it to me, bud. Oh, Brendan Little, he's there. This Brendan Little. Last lap move. Move right under him. They are side by side coming to the checkered flag. Beating on each other, coming alive. Touch once, twice. And I'm not sure who to give it to. I think it was 24. 24 might have got it. As a crash occurs, coming out of 4, Hunter Miller spins, slams into the tires. Off the bumper of the 14. The tires are in pit road, pit in. Hell yeah, boys. Yeah. Finally conquered the son of a bitch. That, my friends, is Brendan Little bouncing sideways. I thought he was going to spin in that car out into the infield, into the grass. Oh, man. Wow. Hell yeah. Whoa. Yeah. That is one happy man tonight. This early Sunday morning. Brendan Little, kid from California, who at this race, this track 1 year to go, was in a horrific accident with the 22 car. That broke his spine. That broke his back. Many people claimed he would not race again. But tonight, on this early Sunday morning, he has proved the haters wrong. Sunoco fueling victories, and I'd have to say, you're gonna have to give it to that man. In the 16 is Jacob Tube and Brendan Little are in a bit of a discussion on pit road. Right now. Brendan Little, I'm sorry, Alvin Alonso, obviously talking things over with the driver of the 24. At least Alvin Alonso went out of the way to ask him what happened. I'm pretty sure he went there out of frustration. Jacob Tube, very calm about it, didn't try to start a rise, get a rise out of him. That is what makes Jacob Tube such a class act in this sport. He doesn't try to get a rise out of people, just a very calm guy on the racetrack in situations like this. Wow. But honestly, Brendan Little, though, he is in the chase. Yeah. Tore his nose off the car in the process, but doing this burnout. Gets out of the car, celebrates a win. Nice little fist bump to the crowd. Wow. Oh my god, this is awesome. Some post-race coverage when we come back to the Rock. Back here in victory lane with Brendan Little's car, who his pit crew actually pushed the wrecked 16 in victory lane. Brendan Little is going to join us now. Brendan, you were in the chase now at the same track that nearly could have ended your career. How does that feel? Oh my god, Bill, it just, incidents like that just means so much. Just, when life kicks you down, we get right back, this team gets right back up. I want to give a shout out to Joseph Lombard for last year being my relief driver for 4 races. Oh my god. And my parents and my family for never giving up on me. My team, my spotter, my crew chief, just everyone on this 16 team that brings the car from the shop every Sunday. And I can't believe it, man. We're in the chase. Oh my god. Brendan Little. Probably the happiest man this morning. This early morning here at North Carolina Speedway. Happy man he certainly is. Hell yeah! Great job, boys! Wow. You gotta admit, what he did tonight was pretty special. Anyways, look through the results. Jacob Tube, nice second place run for Kelly Blue Book's first race. We'll run a couple more races later in the chase. With that scheme, Hunter Rizzoni, Pocono winner. Alvin Alonso in the 17 ended up 8th. How about this? Eric Gamer ends up 10th. Alex Wheeler, Darnell Matthew, another good group of finishes. Zach Speed able to rebound from that tire issue to end up 16th. Hunter Miller, as of right now, as we look down through the field, there's Hunter Miller. He ends up 24th. after a hard wreck on pit road on the last lap. To the rest of tonight's finishers. It's off to road course visit number 2. Portland International Raceway, Portland 350K. Coverage begins 2 p.m. Eastern on NBC. Remember, qualifying for that race will be Saturday at 12:30 at noon Eastern on NBCSN. Well, on a wet July summer night. Many people were anticipating Mother Nature would win and we would run this race on Sunday. However, skies opened up. Track was dry. Saw a lot of good racing, some pretty hard wrecks. Tempers, emotions, and in the end, just a case of perseverance and never giving up. Brendan Little enjoying probably the biggest win of his career tonight. Congratulations to Brendan Little. If you guys liked tonight's video, give a thumbs up, throw some comments in there, click that subscribe button, and congratulations to Brendan Little. We will see you Saturday at 2 p.m. on NBC at Portland.